What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the West Bromwich Albion career mode part 82 or episode 82. And we got a match. We got two matches against Manchester United. I said Manchester United. We got two matches against Manchester teams in this episode. We got Manchester United now, and then we got a Champions League fixture in between, and then we got Manchester City to close the episode off. So we're starting at the Theatre of Dreams at Old Trafford. And Manchester United, they got themselves a pretty strong side. I mean, they still take out some players that should be in the starting lineup and put them on the bench for players who should be on the bench. Like Timothy Fosu-Mensah always starts for Manchester United in this game. I don't know why. They got Paulo Dybala on the bench. I'm pretty sure they got Paul Pogba on the bench as well. It's kind of ridiculous, but Manchester United did get off to a quick start when Memphis Depay whipped it into the box and Harry Kane got into the end of it. And this was about 2 minutes, 2 minutes into the game when Depay got down the left-hand side. And I've started to notice that, like, with the formation that I play, the CPU, it's like they've devised a plan to be able to get an early opportunity every time. Like, I don't know what it is with my formation. Like, it opens up a certain way, which plays into the favor of how the CPU attack from kickoff. And it's like almost every time from kickoff, they can get themselves an opportunity on goal. So we're 1-0 down early on, and we're trying to get ourselves back into it. And it falls to Daniel Sturridge on the edge of the box, and his shot is saved by David De Gea, who pushes it wide, just around the post, but a little bit fortunate for the ball to break to Daniel Sturridge, and he tried to make the most of that opportunity and get the ball into the back of the net. But again, here's Fosu-Mensah playing a beautiful through ball through the middle into Harry Kane, who runs in behind the defense, and his shot is just saved well by Jack Rose, and we just about managed to get the ball clear in the end right there. We're still just before half-time trying to get something to go. Van der Meer is able to pull it back to Joshua Kimmich. His shot is blocked. It falls to Kimmich in the end, who's going to play it across to Victor Moses, and he strikes into the top corner, and Victor Moses finds the back of the net and draws us level right on the stroke of half-time, goes to the bench to celebrate with Timo Lasher, and just like that, we are level. A little bit fortunate again the way the ball fell to Kimmich after his shot was blocked again, but after that there's no luck involved. As you can see, Kimmich again just here squares the ball to his left, well, to the left. It was straight ahead for him, and Victor Moses hits the ball so sweetly with his left foot across the keeper into that top corner. And that's exactly what we needed to pull ourselves level. And just after half time, right, our turn to get a shot straight from kickoff. It was their kickoff in the end as well, actually, which just makes it a little bit worse that they scored 2 minutes in on our kickoff, because I'm pretty sure that we took the ball off of them right there to get that opportunity with Jonathan Leko his shot being pushed wide. But again, we're into the box. Another brilliant opportunity right there. A mix of great defending and great goalkeeping right there. As the ball is squared to Sturridge, I think the shot comes off of Luke Shaw and onto David De Gea right there, and ends up going out for a corner. So really, this is a really entertaining game, as you can see right here. 57 minutes in, again, Mensah playing a beautiful through ball. Wayne Rooney gets the better of Karsdorp and takes a shot from range, and it's just wide of the post. Really good effort from Wayne Rooney. I mean, he had to take it kind of early because with his old aging legs, he really don't have the pace to be running away from players, especially Rick Karsdorp. He ain't got the legs to run away from him. So took the effort from range, and it was a really good strike in the end from Wayne Rooney. And 65 minutes on the clock right here. Daley Blind, naughty challenge and got a straight red from the bald head referee. I'm not 100% sure if I agree with that. You know, I don't know how I feel about that red card. Like, it was a bad tackle. Red card worthy, I don't know. Like, it's a yellow card at most for me. Let me know what you guys think about that challenge, but I don't think that's a red card at all. Paul Pogba, you see, he was on the bench apparently, so he came on off the bench. But that was all that happened. Despite Man United being pulled down to 10 men, I really couldn't get anything going too much. It was more like they kind of went all out defense, and I couldn't get past them. We had a few split chances, but nothing worth going in the video. And it did end 1-1 at the Theatre of Dreams. So going into the next two games, we still need to pick up a win. We got the Champions League fixture, Champions League quarterfinals coming up, and we have Olympic Lyon, as you can see right here, and we got the first leg coming at the Hawthorn. So really, we already know what we need to do: pick up a win and keep a clean sheet. That's the most important thing. Even if it's just a 1-0, pick up a win, keep a clean sheet, and we're good going into the second leg. We're nice and good. Even if we don't pick up a win, as long as we keep a clean sheet, I'm good going into this second leg. So pretty strong lineup from us. Sturridge, Munain and Leko up front. This is pretty much the strongest lineup we could have came out with for this game, with obviously Anthony Martial being out until pretty much the end of the season. Lyon came out with a pretty strong side as well. A few players that they would maybe want to have in there, but I don't know if they don't play for Lyon anymore. I'm pretty sure Tolisso still plays for Lyon, but they don't have him in the starting lineup. So it is where it is. We got off to another good start as Jonathan Lecco. No, it was this one actually, sorry, that we nicked the ball off of them straight from kickoff. And eventually managed to get a shot as Jonathan Lecco came inside and a left foot strike going for that bottom corner. Forces a good save out of their keeper. So, starting the game off pretty well. Trying to continue and get as much off as we can. Trying to test the keeper as much as possible at least. And just after testing the keeper for the first time, we get the ball into the middle. Lecco plays it into Daniel Sturridge. And he fires past the keeper 15 minutes into this game to give us 1-0, to give us a 1-0 lead over Lyon in the first leg. So brilliant start really, and this is what I said. If we can keep it like this going into the second leg, I'm happy. As long as we got the clean sheet, I don't want to have to worry about away goals going into the second leg when we go to Lyon, because away goals are so important. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but away goals are so crucial when it comes to these Champions League fixtures, especially if you can get away goals in the first leg. So if they get some away goals, I mean, in this game, if they get an away goal or two, you really got to start thinking about that when it comes into the second leg and how you're going to prepare for the second leg as well. But Lyon play a beautiful ball through on goal, and Kalu really should have done better with that. That's a very poor finish. One-on-one with Jack Rose, and he just tamely hit it straight at him. But Ikemen Ayin twisting and turning a little bit here and just cutting across his shot as he was aiming for that far post. But just a little bit too much on it, turning to the other direction. But again, we get another opportunity to try and double our lead, and it's Victor Moses again coming off the bench this time, playing it into Bezic. He's got Dele Alli running in behind, one-on-one with the keeper. Dele Alli makes it 2-0, and just like that, we have a nice cushion. So again, let me say, if we can end this match like this, 2 goals, none conceded, a clean sheet, go into France, I'm pretty confident that we can go through into the semi-finals and comfortably beat Lyon in the second leg. We don't even need to beat Lyon in the second leg if we can go through 2-0 on aggregate. But Dele Alli, make sure that we have a comfortable lead in this one at least, and we are 2-0 up. Again, Dele Alli on the ball. He's got Victor Moses running ahead of him down the left. He's got a man towards his right. He cuts inside instead, tries to find Jonathan Lecco. It takes a deflection off of Ramos, finds Lecco anyway, and Lopez just able to get a foot to that shot and kick it wide for a corner kick. A really good opportunity there to get a third for us, but we did kind of fluff it up a little bit. But didn't matter in the end because we did leave with the win in this one. And 2 goals scored for us and no away goals conceded going into the second leg at France. So really and truthfully, we got so many options that we can go and come out of that game with and still have the ability to go through. We could lose that match and still go through. Draw, wins, there's so much we could do and still go through into the next round. Bezic getting man of the match. Bezic was absolutely outstanding. Bezic and Christensen, outstanding in that match. All the things for a defender and a defensive midfielder that you don't get to see in these videos, man. They were doing it. All them interceptions, breaking up play, all that little stuff. They were magnificent. But we got a final game against Manchester City. And it's coming to that point of the season where we have to change up the starting lineup a lot of changes in this game. You can see right there, especially at the back, Saber coming in, one of the young centre-backs we signed in a free agency at the beginning of this season. He's getting a start against Manchester City. So you can tell a lot of things are changing. Changing in this match for the lineup. But Manchester City came out against firing as Fabian Delph found Clichy on the left-hand side. He's able to pull it back to Sterling, and his shot is saved well by Jack Rose. But again, another early opportunity for the opposition, and Sterling forcing a good save out of Jack Rose. Jack Rose has done well to save that one, but you got to think Sterling maybe should have angled himself a little bit better to bury that maybe into the other corner. But Manchester City continues to come forward at us as Delph striding forward, getting past the defender. He takes a shot from range, and again, Jack Rose making a good save, pushing it wide of the post. So you see him just taking that shot. Karsdorp always seems to be that man getting in front of the defender. Anytime they get in behind, it's like almost as if Karsdorp is a sweeper. He's just that last option with the pace that he's got. He's able to bring it back most of the time. You can see early in this game, it's all Manchester City coming through in this one. We didn't have Daniel Sturridge, and I've started to realize that whenever we're missing Sturridge, he is such a big miss. Not only just for his goals, but just for being able to create chances. It isn't until the second half right here where we're able to create chances. And I did take off Solomon Rondon, who started this game, and Ortiz Ramos came off, and he set up Victor Moses right there, who forces a good save as Geronimo Rulli. But yeah, as soon as we took off Rondon and we brought on the pace of Ramos, it seemed to make a little bit of a difference, but still not a huge amount. But Virgil van Dijk getting on the end of that corner 52 minutes in, just putting his header over the bar right there. We didn't create all too many chances, but we needed to make sure that when we did create a chance, we made the most of it. Manchester City 61 minutes in, we try and dispossess them. It falls to Ilkay Gundogan. He plays it down ahead to Fernando, and he pulls it across the box to Kun Aguero. And just like that, Manchester City are in the lead 62 minutes into this game, and they finally get the breakthrough. The deadlock is finally broken. And I mean, I gotta say, if it was gonna be anyone, it was gonna be Manchester City, how it was looking early on. And that is all she wrote for this game. We wasn't able to make anything else happen. The game was pretty much like the end of the Manchester United game. Like, a lot of broken down attacks towards the end. Now, maybe I was forcing it a little bit towards the final few minutes, but we wasn't able to pull it back. We did lose to Manchester City, so picking up no wins against the Manchester clubs in this episode. And you can see right here, outside of the match, off the pitch, Victor Moses, who is in his final year of his contract, he's only got a few months left on his contract. He turns down the contract offer offered by me towards him. So we'll have to wait and see and check on that and see if he is still a West Brom player next season. But with only 6 games left to play, it's getting tighter.